The following is an exclusive presentation from Time Warner Cable, brought to you by Coca-Cola, Golden State Motors, Crab 106 FM, X96.5, and Motor City. Good evening from Centennial High School. Welcome to the CIS Central Section Yosemite Division Small Schools first round game between Centennial High School and Sanger. The Golden Hawks, champions of the Southwest Yosemite League with a record of 4-0 or 6-4 this year. And Sanger from the West Yosemite League, they finished in a tie for second place or third place. They're 7-3 overall, 3-2 in league.
Yeah, and these teams have met before earlier. They scrimmaged each other early in the season, 10 weeks ago. And it's going to be a scrappy battle from Sanger. They're not big in stature, but they are a scrappy team, as some of the coaches allude to on the sideline this evening.
You know, they played in 1997 in the playoffs, Sanger and Centennial.
And
should be an interesting matchup.
You know, it's going to be, we know what Centennial does. They have a great defense in the front seven. They're very tough against the run. They're going to have to be against the double wing T because they will run the ball against them. But Centennial's offense is a team that just seems to wear you down. They just stay in the game offensively and just grind you out. In the third and fourth quarter, they use their big physical advantage, and they wear you down and start to put points on the board late in the game.
Tony Brozio, the top athlete for Sanger, he has 449 yards rushing and about 498 receiving. That's number 4. So he will run out of the backfield, be utilized as a receiver, play some DB, return punts. He does it all for their team. The quarterback, Dustin Hoffman, has thrown for 1,024 yards. And, you know, Thursday night, Brian Clovis whipped Mount Whitney 60-10. Mount Whitney tied Golden West for the championship in the West Assembly League.
Yeah, and this shows you how powerful Clovis is in those Fresno schools. They can come out and just beat one of the top teams in another league.
And by the way, last week Golden West beat Sanger 27-12 in the final game for both teams in West Assembly League, the regular division. Sanger is rated number 9 in the Central Section. And Centennial right there, but that doesn't really mean a lot. Centennial was rated one notch higher, though, for the second playoffs.
Well, you know, the one thing, Mark, that happens when you have playoff games is the regular season kind of goes out the window. It's a whole new season. Your preparation is totally different. And, you know, what team is going to be ready early on, I think is going to have success in this game. And, you know, in Centennial, I've always felt to attack them, you had to attack them in the air and attack the secondary. If the secondary is up for the match, it could be a long night for Sanger.
They talked about how great Centennial is against the run.
On the return.
Very difficult to run against them. The Sanger Apaches and the Centennial Golden Hawks. And Sanger with whites, red helmets and red uniforms, with red letters. The Apaches, their first year in the West Assembly League. You know, coming soon, Hanford West will be in that league eventually. Somewhere down the line. If not next year, the following year.
You know, and Golden West and Mount Whitney are powerhouses in that league. Almost seems like every year in, year out.
Down with the ball, and it's given to Brozio. And they might get back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier stopped by Jesse Seelich.
Seelich will tackle.
Yeah, and he's the leader of this defense. And not does he lead, he's leading by example. You watch him; he's really calling the plays, and he gets the team motivated. And he's actually the arrowhead to me against that run.
Yeah. Second and 10 for the Apaches. Moving right to left. Hoffman rolling out to his right. Throws it downfield. Has a man open, incomplete. Number 18, the antenna receiver, Brian. And that was Efrain Santos.
Yeah, and right there they had a man open. And to me, again, that's what the weakness of this defense, where you got to attack them. And you can see, we saw this against Stockdale. There were men open against Stockdale, incomplete passes. And you have to take advantage of these plays, because if you don't, it could be...
It was open that time.
And you could be leaving the playoffs picture real quick if you don't take advantage like that.
That'll be 3rd and 10 for the Apaches as Hoffman looks to the sideline. Coming up to play number 10, Noel Alba. Head coach Chuck sedan for Sanger. 7-3 this year. Heavy rush on Hoffman, throws it incomplete. Threw it behind Rocchio. That'll be 4th down. By the way, the answer to the question, how tall is a Disney Christmas tree in Town Square, is 60 feet. Now, the Friday, November 10th telecast winner was Brianna Ramirez, and the Saturday, November 11th telecast winner is Norman McKinney. We will have the third and final question at halftime today. Once again, the Friday night winner was Brianna Ramirez. Norman McKinney, the Saturday winner. How tall is a Christmas tree in Town Square at 60 feet? Line drive punt by the Apaches. They kick it away from Chapman, and will take an Apache roll to the 35-yard line. The Apaches and the Golden Hawks.
You like the arrowhead on the helmets too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
This will be interesting to see what Centennial does offensively. You know, they haven't really started off fast offensively. They kind of seem to take time to get going. And, you know, the playoff game, the first series, you want to come out and establish yourself early and set the tone of the game from an offensive standpoint.
We have Darren Hildebrand, your top runner. Montgomery, the fullback, and Williams runs quite a bit. There's Hildebrand. Picks up about 9 yards. He was a 1,000-yard rusher for Centennial. Of course, they run behind that big offensive line. Talk about both double tight end slot. You have both Seelig brothers, 84 and number 9, Earl, Bigley, Dobbs, Madigan, and Tittlemeyer up front for the Golden Hawks. And they run very effectively with that double tight end set of late. And then, of course, Mike Montgomery, he didn't play until the BHS game this year, and he was somewhat injured that game. He's about 215, 220 pounds. He's a fine runner and a devastating blocker back there.
Yeah, he is. And the one thing he does do well for them is that rollout pass. He's very good at getting the ball off quickly to the tight ends and the receivers.
First down.
And they're calling it a first down for the Golden Hawks. Travis Garner, the quarterback. Travis does not have a superlative year as far as passing the ball, but he has been coming on of late. They've thrown for 725 yards and 6 touchdowns, and Hildebrand has run for over 1,000 yards, 6.3 average and 12 scores. But Darren can take it deep, as can Williams.
Yeah,
Williams and Darren will split off. Hildebrand, the ball carrier, caught in the backfield and dropped. Great penetration by the Apaches.
yeah, and we've seen Williams come in two of the games that we've done this year. Or 2 of the 3 games we've done, he comes in the game and he really is a spark for the offense. Really has a lot of moves, and it's more of a big play type of back who can go and make a couple guys miss and take the distance. Where, you know, Hildebrand's more of the physical run through you, and if he busts through, he can also go to the house, as we've seen earlier this season.
Right. It's nice to have that luxury, isn't it?
Yeah, because, you know, it's 2 different types of running backs, so the defense have to adjust to both styles.
2nd and 11 for the Golden Hawks. Had a ball given up the middle, but a gain of 2 or 3 yards. Nice turning by the Golden Hawks running back. It'll be Hildebrand. He runs with a lot of power. Top of Montgomery's about 215. Williams weighs about 195, and Hildebrand's around 185, 190, so they'll have a lot of power.
And that's not surprising, because even when Coach Snee was at West High, that program was known for strength and lifting and building physical specimens.
White wide left for the Golden Hawks. Garner rolling to his left. Throws it too high and complete, intended for Seelig. Had a little bit too much mustard on it. That'll be punting time for the Golden Hawks. So they're able to pick up 1 first down of their initial series, but nevertheless, not a tremendously impressive series for Centennial, but they did pick up 1 first down.
Yeah, and they had a chance on that one, but Mike Montgomery kind of got caught up when he was coming out of the backfield and was not able to be open when Montgomery was ready.
Garrett White, the punt for the Golden Hawks from his own 35. They'll put a punter, kicks it away from Brosio, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 25-yard line, maybe upfield just a bit.
He's doing his little walk.
Oh, watch out.
Or maybe he's not. Yeah, he is.
Wow.
You know, and I never understand how they figure out where the ball goes out when they do that
That's
walk.
14 yards upfield.
You know, I wanted to just say, oh, I think it's about right here, but I never understood how they can figure out exactly
I guess they
where
just
the ball
scale on
is.
the sidelines to look at a ball going over them. But he definitely hooked it. And the Apaches have the ball thrown 38. They like to run the football. Out of flag is down. Centennial likes to stop the running attack.
Yeah, and that's usually in the holding area. You see a flag right in that area.
Paulie Morales for
Holding
the stop
penalty against Sanger.
for the Golden Hawks.
And there was a holding penalty.
Sam Maestas, number 41, has 880 yards rushing this year, the ball carrier for the Sanger Apaches. At a hold. Now, what you want to do against Centennial, of course, it's very difficult to run the football, but you like to start your drive from your own 40 or 50-yard line. What you don't want to have is a penalty on the first running play.
No, and we talked about it before. Right now, it's just like two boxers coming out in the first round. They're going to fill each other out. But you want to win the field position battle. And right there, you got the good field position after the bad punt, and then you give it back with a 10-yard penalty.
Rosas off the right side, and he is trampled by a number of Golden Hawks.
The ball carrier. Put down by Tittlemeyer.
Tittlemeyer. I talked about the fact that Centennial is so strong, the front seven on defense. They really sandwiched him that time.
And that's the strength, you know, and the thing that allows them, when Centennial can get a team in 2nd and 20 or longer, that's to their advantage because the running game, you know, you almost take away the run so they can concentrate more on the pass to shut down the pass. I think that's what they have to do, to focus harder on shutting down the pass.
Well, action Hoffman a throw, fires it. Is it complete? I'll be shy of the first down. But a nice strong catch by number 12 for the Apaches. Let's do this again.
There's just the basic hook route right there. Good catch, ball's a little inside, and can't really tell what number guy. It looks like maybe 18.
There you go. Efrain Santos.
But
Now, he was open earlier in the ball game. They missed him.
yeah, and that's a situation, you know, where I think the defensive back has to be a little more aggressive than that. You have, you know, you don't worry so much about him beating you deep. You're 2nd and long. You can take more of a little of a gamble.
Hopping around to his left. Fires it to the sidelines. Complete to Santos.
Pass complete, Jeff.
And that's a first down for the Apaches.
First down.
And you see right there, and this is what I meant about, this is where you attack the Centennial Golden Hawk team, is in the air. And we've had a couple of games to watch, and I think this is where really BHS got up, and you see a rollout, sprint left right there. Quarterman does a good job of setting up, squaring himself, going to the left with the right arm, and really puts a nice ball to the Santos. And Santos does a good job of staying in bounds and making the reception.
Santos is only 5'4", but he's a gamer. Number 18.
You know, playing receiver, doesn't matter how big or small you are if you can run good, precise routes. And of course,
Look
you
at
have
the
a
power
quarterback
right
that
there,
delivers
Brian, by Maestas. Keeping those legs going, second and third effort. And he rolls to about the 30-yard line. Of course, we talked about the fact he has gained close to 900 yards now this season.
Yeah. And if you're ever playing against a strong running defense, the way you weaken them up is you hit them in the air. You weaken them up by having them on their feet now, thinking about the pass. We've gotten burned a couple times. They will back off, and then you start trying to run the ball on them.
Maestas again has the first down for the Apaches. They had a couple of receivers flanked wide left, Alba and Santos, and they ran right for the first down.
Maestas picks up another Sanger first down.
Back-to-back plays off the right guard, successful for about 11 yards for the Apaches.
But I can guarantee you, if they try to live on that diet of running, they will come up short. But I like what they did is they've passed the ball different ways. They've rolled out, they've dropped back, and that keeps the defense off balance, especially, like I said, with the secondary of Centennial. They did a good job of making some plays in the Stockdale game, but they're going to have to be a little more aggressive from that position.
Maestas again, a ball carrier. Delayed play, picks up 2 or 3 yards. So he has run the ball 3 consecutive plays for the Apaches. And how many times can he go to the well?
Well, like I said, you're not going to be successful doing that. Right there, you've seen Justy Seeley's break through the line, which is a small line, and got pressure in the backfield.
Centennial will take a personal after a while.
Well, you just, like I said, you know, even BHS struggled running the ball against Centennial for a large part of the game until the passing game really opened it up so they could run. And that's what you see even on the pro level, Tampa Bay Bucks, or on the college level, with some of your stronger run defenses.
Hop looking to the right, sets up, and he'll be sacked for a big loss.
By Ron
Fengmeyer, number 12. Tittlemeyer, Earl, Fengmeyer, Morales, Cooper up front, very strong for
Right
Centennial.
here, you're going to see the 5-step drop. He's ready to throw. Right there, there's nobody open. Fengmeyer gets the sack, but you got to give a lot of credit right there to the secondary. And by the secondary, I was watching that series, they were a little more aggressive. There were tighter coverage on the receivers. Because if you get that quarterback who sees air, he's going to throw the ball. But when he sees a jersey, he might hold on just a little bit. And with your advantage on the defensive line, you can get sacks.
And Bingmeyer destroyed an offensive lineman on that play. 3rd and long, Hopper rolling to his right. Fires it. Incomplete. Shortstop bounce to Santos for the Apaches.
Pass intended for Efren Santos.
So the coverage by Porter for the Golden Hawks. 4th down. Most likely they're too far away to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
Unless they have Sebastian Janikowski.
Or Dempsey.
Yeah.
They have Rick Dempsey, then they can kick it, but or the kicker for the Broncos who tied Dempsey's
Right.
record.
Elam?
Yeah.
Jason Elam. Now they're going for it. 4th and 19. They're at the Golden Hawks 38-yard line. Series weak side. Hoffman sets up, throws it high, incomplete. Carrasco, the intended receiver, 28, right. So the nice hit for the Golden Hawks.
And that's what I was talking about, what he didn't do in the other play when they caught that long second down play. That time he knew the down distance and he reacted and he went and attacked the ball. And that's what, as a defensive back, you cannot be afraid to get burned. Deion Sanders, all the great ones, any good defensive back will tell you, you have to be aggressive and attack. And if you get burned, you get burned, but you're going to make more plays than you will get burned if you're aggressive.
1st and 10 for Centennial. Montgomery on the left side. Powers his way for a couple of yards to the 40-yard line. The Apaches have been tough against the run so far tonight. Centennial's 2nd series. Now the Golden Hawks had a first down on that initial series. This is series number 2.
Morgan, I think you said it best. This is a second-half ball club, especially like on offense. Not so much on defense. I think they play a solid 4 quarters defensively. But like you said, on offense, they're really a second-half team. And, you see them getting stopped, and all of a sudden in the second half, you're tired, and they start ripping off 20 yards, 15 yards.
Yeah. Garner with the count. 2nd and 7 for the Golden Hawks. Montgomery again powers his way for about 5 yards. Then they pile up on him. It'll be 3rd and about 3 for the Golden Hawks. They're just one of those type of football, power football.
Montgomery stopped by Joey Lopez.
Centennial's going to challenge you defensively. See how physical you can be on defense and try to stop their run.
And when you get to playoff time, that's what you want to do. You want your defense really to be the catalyst, because they're going to be the ones to be able to secure the game, to stop a late drive, or to shut a team out early and let the offense jump on top and open the game up.
Alexander wide right for the Golden Hawks. Hildebrand has the first down without a second effort. Looked like he might be stopped at the first down mark, and just kind of nice block by Montgomery, just kind of rolled for the first down.
And right here you see him, he finds a hole right there, squeezes through, almost knocked down by his own lineman, but he powers through it and puts it the first down.
Montgomery 34 took care of a defensive player for Sanger. Kind of enabled Hildebrand picking up those final 2 yards, help them out. At 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks at their own 49. Play action. Broder rolling to his right, midfield 50, cuts back to the 45. Nice piece of running, puts his head down. First down in Sanger territory at the 36. Travis Garner.
By Art Torres.
And that's, you got to love his ability to run the ball.
Travis Gardner picking up another
And that's what they do real well. That's pretty much their pass play, is that rollout. And right there, you just see him right here, just takes it, and the whole time he's not thinking any kind of pass. He's running the whole time. Coming up here, he's going to make a nice little cutback on a player and use the other player's momentum against him, and right there picks up a first down.
That's a hand warmer in front of him. And he was running like Trent Green on that play. First down for the Golden Hawks. Second man through. Hildebrand to about the 30-yard line. Eluded a potential tackler in the backfield. That was number 77, Art Torres for Sanger.
So the rim cut by Tony Ponce.
And this is the one thing I appreciate with the Golden Hawk offense is the way it wears you down, and they really keep coming at you with different sides. They run both sides of the ball. They do different pass plays. But the one guy I'd like to see get off, we saw him in the first game, and that's Nick Seeley. I think he can be a big play guy from that tight end.
Yeah, Hildebrand to the outside. Cuts now 25 and down. But he should have a first down for the Golden Hawks. Yeah, it is 1st and 10 for Centennial. As they keep this drive alive. 2 up that clock.
picking up another first down.
And here it is right here. You see Hildebrand. He's going to get an open field and just make a move right there. I mean, he's not even hit almost 8 yards down the field and first down.
You see Tittlemeyer Matting out there up front, the offensive lineman for Centennial, looking for somebody to hit. Hildebrand tries to cut back.
There, Hildebrand.
Here comes a late
Stopped by
flag.
Jacob Houston.
That's going to be against the Golden Hawks.
Penalty against Centennial.
And those are the kind of penalties that can kill a drive. We saw it happen in a few games this year, but right there, you're on a roll. Your offense is really moving well, and now you're going to have some yards tacked on against you, and really, puts you in a situation that kind of takes your running game, which is your strong point, out of play, because now you have to figure out a way to pick up 25 yards.
Yeah, it definitely is your bread and butter when you're in Centennial. 1:40 to play in the first quarter. Very quick moving period. No score between the Golden Hawks and the Apaches from Centennial High School. First and long for Garner and Company. Play action. Looking to the outside, incomplete, coming for White. White went inside, a pass went outside. Maybe a little miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver.
And that's what it looked like. Quarterback was thinking out, the receiver was thinking in. And you also had Nick Seeley's right there, so it looked like there was a little congestion too with the receiver. So, that's something that's easy to
Well,
correct.
unfortunately, the fact it wasn't picked off. Sometimes plays like that can be picked off and returned.
Yeah, and they were fortunate the defensive back was giving him so much room and respect right there that even with the pass being out wide to the right.
Second and 28. And Montgomery, the ball carrier, only picks up 1 or 2 yards. So the Apaches hanging very tough. Number 52 there, Joey Lopez. We've heard his name a few times tonight. And number 3, that'll be Jacob Houston for the Apaches. They're not big, but they're quick.
And like I said, the one of the words used is scrappy. And you see Williams is checking into the ball game now. He's a dangerous player. And again, Nick Seeley has been a dangerous player from tight end spot because he has good speed once he catches the ball and is a big target.
That motion Alexander for Centennial. Garner will throw over the middle, high, incomplete.
And they're going to call a pass interference because Nick was hit when he was coming through. So.
Seeley falls incomplete.
That'll be Seeley was hit for Centennial. Pass interference against the Sanger
Pass
Apaches.
interference against Sanger.
So Centennial will have that penalty to make it a 20-yard situation for them.
And that's one way to get you
guilty in the backfield.
That's one way to get your yardage back. And a new set of downs. So that's how you pick it up.
Almost hard to look like the ball was catchable.
Well, the ball's in the air, and both guys kind of knocked them off the track early. That's an easy call. You're right in front of the official.
Okay, Travis Garner, first and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Hildebrand. Yards are tough to come by. Picks up about 2 yards. The Pats is still very tough against the run tonight. Tony Ponce, number 72 there for Sanger.
Think of a 3 on the play. Second and
Call
7.
second and 7.
For the Apaches, I think their thing's their true strength is going to show late in the ball game when they're tired, being that small, being worn down by the bigger, more physical offensive lineman of the Golden Hawks.
And number 3, Jacob Houston, is 6'2", 220. He's one of the bigger players.
Yeah, he's in a lot of tackles. We called his name out a lot tonight.
4 people on the defensive front. Pitch back, Hildebrand. And thrown down by number 52.
Hildebrand caught by Joey Lopez.
Joey Lopez. So Lopez and Houston quite a bit tonight. It really covers the field well. 3rd and 3.
At the end of the first quarter with no score.
After one, no score between Centennial and Sanger on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital Cable 106.
I'm Dick Strickland. Welcome to the city.
Motor City. This is where you want to be. Motor City Auto Center has one of the largest selections in California. featuring 5 world-class lines: Lexus, GMC truck, Pontiac, Buick, and Saturn. Visit us today in the city, Motor City, in the heart of the Bakersfield Auto Mall.
Get ready.
For the best deals in town.
Get set.
For the deal of a lifetime.
Go.
To Golden State Motors. You haven't seen the finish line until you drive away with the deal of the century from Golden State Motors. The #1 used car dealer with over 100 pre-owned vehicles. The largest selection in Kern County. Domestic and foreign cars, SUVs, and trucks with new arrivals daily. So race on down to Golden State Motors, where we're sure you'll finish first.
Also be competing in the state
Okay, we'll begin the
championship.
second quarter of action from Centennial High School. The Golden Hawks with 3rd and 3. No score. Hildebrand to the outside, gets a block. And he's close to a first down marker. He may have it, depends on where they spot the ball. The Golden Hawks say first down.
Intercept by Cano.
Yeah, Connell came up and put a nice hit on Hildebrand, but wasn't able to stop him from picking up the first down.
You know that Darren likes to run wide and cut back against the grain?
Yeah, what he does is he really sets up that alley for him to cut back and run straight ahead and just power over you. He gets you going out for contain purposes, and he cuts it up really hard and puts his head down and just barrels into you and picks up that positive yardage.
And we'll have Williams and Montgomery in the backfield. A flag is down. One of us delay of game against the Golden Hawks. Yes, it is. Right after they pick up the first down, so it'll be 1st and 15 for Centennial inside the red zone. And no score here early in the second quarter between the Golden Hawks and the Apaches. And the Apaches have been on defense quite a bit here in the first half.
And that's what you do against the Golden Hawks if you don't have the front seven to really shut down the run.
There's Williams, tries to break to the outside, but Sanger brings it out very well. The forward progress might be the 18-yard line. To cut inside, try to cut outside, and Sanger's really up to the task.
Yeah, Sanger did a good job of stringing him out, but you can see his power and his strength as he just straight on the first guy that came up to him, just kind of just shoved him to the ground.
Well, he has some huge legs. He's about 195 pounds, but look at the size of his legs.
He's a strong young man. He runs strong, and he also has some quickness and ability to make people miss. So,
very deceptive speed. The Apaches did a great job of swinging it out. 2nd and 14. Garner looking to the right. Throws it incomplete. Missed Chapman. Threw the ball slightly away from him. And number 4, Tony Brasio on the coverage for Sanger. Nice coverage.
Yeah, and the one thing you're going to see, and people at home need to realize, when teams don't pass the ball a lot, you don't see them as crisp as a team that passes the ball.
Right.
That's
like
part
Highland.
of them. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to see as many balls wide like that because you just don't practice as much in practice because of time constraints and you're not used to it.
Hitchcock got over 50 attempts last week. Wow. 3rd and long. Garner rolling out, fires it. That's picked up at the 5-yard line. Return to the 15, 20, and out of bounds, number 1, Adam Alva for the Apaches.
Yeah, and right there, that's like 3 points just gone because they were in field goal range for sure. Right here, he's just going to do a little play action. Rolls out to his left. He's looking right. Look at the receiver the whole time. Looks like it was tipped a little bit. And then you have Alva there, who's just really the recipient of a tip ball and overthrown ball. And it gets an interception and thwarts that drive by the Golden Hawks.
Montgomery brought him down. Some heavy hitting on a late flag at the 22-yard line. Mines the ball carrier for the Apaches.
It's in that holding area again.
That's the ball carrier.
It's not what you want. He brings the pick back across the 20-yard line. Then you have a hold on the initial play for the Apaches. And you're back towards the shadow of your end zone. With no score between Sanger and Centennial. 10:23 to play in the first half.
And like you said, I mean, for a playoff game to be the 11th game of your season, we're seeing a lot of laundry on the field that you really shouldn't see at this time of the year.
We saw plenty of it during the course of the season, especially early. In fact, one game, I think we saw it 6 consecutive plays against one team. That was in the fourth quarter of a blowout.
Yeah, you know, but in playoff time, you have to, your focus should be a little bit better, and it should be a crisper
Yeah.
run for you when you're out there.
Alba, another receiver wide to the right. Late draw to Brosio, across the 20-yard line to the 24. Had two receivers to each side.
Tony Borosio.
A delayed ball given to Brosio, the top athlete.
And right there, he just comes back again for the inside handoff, and looks like there's not many people home, and he's in the secondary already by the time he's tackled. But the one thing that they did, and this is what you can do against a team that has a strong front seven or if an 8-man front, is you can widen out with your receivers so they have to walk out or you have people open, and that will give you some room to run the ball.
Settle wide left for the Apaches. Hoffman a throw rolling to his right. Fires on the run. Incomplete. And from the Golden Hawks bench. Almost looked like Santos going to make a great catch.
Yeah, we've already seen him make one good catch earlier, so. And I was watching them warm up, and they threw the ball very crisp on their warm-ups. The quarterback and the receivers ran very disciplined routes, as you can see. I mean, even though it's off, it's not the wide-off passes that you saw from the Centennial ball club. I mean, these balls are right nearby. I mean, even that one across the middle, it was off, but it wasn't way off. It was really close, like you said, to being a big play.
And those are the types of plays you have to be successful at against the Golden Hawks. 3rd down and 9 for Sanger. Might be too much time.
They're going to have a delay.
They flood the left side with 3 receivers, and now they're going to cost them 5 yards.
Delay a game penalty against Sanger.
I don't know if it's taking a lot of time to get the plays in, but many athletes are running around out there for Sanger, not really sure where they're supposed to line up.
Yeah, and you can see that Sanger does multiple formations, so they're just not strictly a double wing T-ball club. So they have some other things in the repertoire to bring out and make the defense adjust to.
Hopping wrong to his left, fires it, double coverage for Brosco, knocked away by Vance. Went to the best player, but nice coverage by the Golden Hawks.
But again, I think this is to give their secondary some confidence right now. They made a couple of plays because that has been when you can exploit them. But what I'm liking on their secondary the last few times is you're seeing color on color. You don't see the wide open space for room for a ball to fit into. I mean, even the out right there, a man was right there, had to be a low throw, and that would have been a good catch.
Cody Vance, one of the top scholar athletes in the area. Done a good job for the Golden Hawks this year. Brosio punts it.
Get away!
Away from number 23, Rick Rothball for the Golden Hawks. Centennial will have excellent field position here. 9:08 to play in the second quarter. No score between the Golden Hawks and the Apaches. But basically, Centennial has Sanger right now where they want them.
Yeah, they're doing what they do.
Yeah.
You know, it almost seems like you want to get some points, but if we don't, we just keep wearing you
They
down.
don't get warmed up until the final 2
You know,
quarters.
and then we just turn it on by basically just using our size and strength to overpower you. But I can tell you this, Coach New would like to see some points on the board in this series.
That was Hildebrand hitting the backboard, thrown down by number 52, Joey Lopez. He tried to break loose. Lopez received some assists from his Apache teammates. And number 52 has been all over the field for Sanger.
And we talked about it all year. You want to stop a running team, you get penetration. Once you get penetration, you disrupt the flow of the offense, and it puts the running back, before he can get his steam going, to be able to run guys over and make people miss.
2nd and 9 for the Golden Hawks. At their own 42-yard line. Hildebrand to the outside, cuts up. Powers is left for about 3 or 4. But it has been tough to run against that tough Apache defense. They're hanging in there very well here in the first half. 3rd and about 4 for the Golden Hawks. A 4-yard pickup for Darren Hildebrand. Remember the big run he made against Stockdale when Centennial was down 7-6 and run over 70 yards. It really kind of turned that game around.
Yeah.
There's Hoffman. So Garner throws it incomplete. Should have been picked off. Might have been picked off with number 35. And that's Daniel Zavala, Sanger. Like he hit him right in the hands.
And right there, they're looking for big Justy Sleely's right there, and he's in the middle of double coverage. And like you said, they dodged another interception. You know, on that sprint left or that sprint right. I like to see a quarterback sprint to a strong hand. You know, personally, even on the pro level or college level, you see it.
Well, UCLA sprints many times to the weak side.
You know, people like to do it because there's less people there, but I like to go to the strong hand of a quarterback.
White with a punt. They will take a Golden Hawks roll until about the 9-yard line, 8-yard line. Well, Sanger deep in own territory again. After the defense does a good job against the Golden Hawks. No score, 7:39 to play in the second quarter between Centennial and Sanger. Sanger from the Westview Summit League. They were 3-2 in that particular league, 7-3 overall, and of course the Golden Hawks were champions of the Southwest Summit League at 4-0. They are 6-4 overall, with losses to Foothill. What was it?
BHS, Clovis, and Clovis West, I believe.
They were top-notch teams, I know that. Running wide, number 10, Alba. And also Centennial defense is there to make the tackle.
And right there, when you run those wing tees and you run that kind of formation and you're trying to fake in the backfield, when you get that kind of penetration, those plays just shut down totally.
At 7:29 to play in the second quarter. Legal procedure against Sanger. They're really deep in their hole. At the 5-yard line. Well, the Centennial D can really lick their chops in this kind of situation.
Yeah, that's when you really want to see them get aggressive. Then you go see Silly's popping through.
Quarterback falls down, has hands the ball off to Maestas.
Cooper, get ready.
And he picks up a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and 12 for Sanger.
And the quarterback fell down because Silly just came through from that linebacker position and just ran right over the center and almost got the quarterback and the running back.
Those helmets do look very much like the Kansas City Chiefs. KC Chiefs. Arrowhead Stadium. 3rd down for the Apaches. There might be a motion penalty again against Sanger. Just didn't look right. It is
again.
Twice in the series. Maybe they should keep it simple.
Yeah, you know, and I don't think this deep in territory is really where you want to do a lot of faking in the backfield and heading underneath.
Yeah, not 5 or 10-yard line.
You know, I think you're better off widening the field with receivers. If you want to run, widen it out and then look for a run. Call a pass, look for a run, or just pass the ball. But
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Adam Alva wide right. Ball's given in the end zone to Alba. Is that a safety? It is for the Golden Hawks.
And right there,
That's great penetration.
and that's exactly why I said I wouldn't do that deep into in your own territory, because first you don't have the line to hold back this team, and when you fake that long, you're going to get this defense, who is good against the run anyway, a chance to really jump on you, and that's what they did, and they got 2 points on the board.
That play took too long to develop.
Well, anytime you're gonna
They're
fake,
pushing themselves back with the penalties too.
anytime you're gonna fake to one guy and look for another guy coming around
And your own end zone?
and do all that kind of stuff, it's gonna take time, and you just don't have the time against a defense that is good against the run. You're just not going to.
Isn't it unusual to do that type of play in your own end zone?
Well, I mean, you do what your offense is, and that's your offense. But I mean, if you really want to run, I think you either do it by passing the ball and soften them up, or you just do it by formation. You spread them out, and you either make them walk off to your
That's what I would
receivers,
do.
and then find a run, or you pass it. I mean, it's not much you can really do against a tough running team.
Well, they basically ran the football in that series and they went backwards.
Yeah, 2 procedure penalties and then the safety. So
I just throw short stuff or spread it out or try something else. 2-0 baseball score in favor of the Golden Hawks.
or just run straight forward and just hand it off and let a guy dive and get some room and punt it.
Really. Well, they kick from their own 20-yard line. They're down 2-0 to the Golden Hawks. Centennial has had the better field position here in the second quarter. Number 60 kicking off, Nick Lopez. For the Apaches.
For the Apaches.
Not a good kick. Kind of scuffs it out of bounds. Well, the Golden Hawks will have very good field position. They had 2-0. What an unusual score that is, with 6:36 to play in the first half.
You don't want to get this offense 50-yard field to go down.
That wasn't even a 30-yard kickoff.
They tacked on another 5 yards for another procedure penalty.
A 25-yard kickoff by the Apaches. Another defense. Once again, the back to the wall.
And their defense is going to be tired.
Chapman wide left for the Golden Hawks. Travis Garner, QB. Montgomery up the middle. Hit in the backfield. Tries to drag a couple of tacklers. And maybe picks up 2 or 3 yards. One of them might have been Houston, number 3.
Yeah. And what their defense is going to do because of the size advantage, they're going to shoot gaps on the Golden Hawks and try to just beat them to the space and get the penetration to stop the run. And you've seen when the offensive line has gotten man on man, they've opened up some pretty good sized holes for the running back.
But there is 0.
Second and 8 for Centennial. 6 minutes to play. Montgomery powers to the right side. Lopez will tackle. It'll be 3rd and short
Joey Lopez
for the Golden Hawks. 52 with another tackle for single. And the Apaches, defense is going to get dirty before this game's over with.
Oh, those uniforms will have.
Going to be fatigued.
They won't be white at the end of the game. That's true.
Wide right Alexander for the Golden Hawks. Double tight and set. Second man through. Montgomery has the first down and a couple of yards more off the left side for the Golden Hawks.
For a second, I thought he was going to stop right there by the first down and try to break it out to the left, and then he kind of hesitated and just tucked it back up the field and picked the first down.
I like the fact they're using Montgomery a little bit more here in the second quarter as a runner.
Well,
I know what a fine blocker he is.
And he really is going to alleviate some pressure to give Williams and Hildebrandt some room to run if he's hitting that dive play, because that's going to take some players to stop that.
It takes about 2 or 3 guys to bring him down and get that tough yards up front. Garner with a pitch to Hildebrandt. Cuts back, gain of 2 or 3 yards inside the 30-yard line. About the 27. As Seeley's goes flying out of bounds for the Golden Hawks.
Up by Houston.
Right here, this is going to be a little option play. You fake to the dive man and come out, and we can't see the pitch, but the pitch is already out. And right there, Hildebrandt has it, cuts upfield like you said, and makes a man miss.
Houston made the tackle again, number 3.
But not before he picked up 4 yards, and if you pick up 4 yards on 3 plays, that's the first down.
Chapman wide left for the Golden Hawks. On the side, Hildebrandt to the 20-yard line. Good block to the 15, to the 10, puts his head down, into the end zone. Touchdown, but a flag.
And it's coming back.
Comes flying to 12. Was that against the wide receiver?
Oh, yeah.
What's the penalty against Centennial? We'll bring it back.
I don't know which player it was.
They really need a block. Darren probably could have got that far on his own. But a clip against the Golden Hawks.
Well, this is way Coach News talking. It looks like it is Nick Seeley, so. But, you know, those are the kind of runs you see Centennial, they get one, that's like they get ripped off 2 or 3 just like that.
Well, the Golden Hawks at their own 17-yard line. Second down. Second man through Hildebrandt. Cuts inside the 25-yard line to about the 24. He'll be shy of the first down. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Centennial 2, Sanger nothing. As it picked up a safety midway through this quarter. Definitely an unusual score. 3rd and short. Alexander wide right. Williams in the backfield with Montgomery and Travis Garner. Montgomery powers his way, has the first down for the Golden Hawks. Mike Montgomery, number 34.
Mike Montgomery picking up another Golden Hawk.
That dive, he just keeps killing them with that dive play. You know, they'll keep running that dive, next thing you know, he'll fake it to the dive, and you'll see the option, and he'll get Hildebrandt out one-on-one with the corner, And with him, he can either power you or he makes that little stop move and lets the cornerback fly by and cuts upfield.
Let's start opening it up a little bit to the outside. Lenafan will attack for Sanger. First down for the Golden Hawks. Williams tries to cut back, hit and drop. Great play by number 6, Victor Becerra. Sanger hit him straight up.
Yeah, and the 2 times we've seen Williams touch the ball tonight, they've had penetration. And you'll see right here, as he gets the handoff, there's already people in the backfield right there. He's a yard behind the line of scrimmage. But again, you see his strength. It takes 3 guys to come in and tackle.
Here comes everybody getting involved, like Mike Cannon, number 2. Wanted to cut back, but the defensive player did not go for it. 2nd and 10 for the Golden Hawks at their own, I think it's 20-yard line. 2:35 to play in the first half. We have the clock going to his right. Garner has a man open. Got his Montgomery. Puts his head down to the 10. Barrels forward to the 6-yard line.
And
Mike Montgomery.
But Mike Montgomery gets open out. That's the one they missed earlier when he got tangled up. This time he gets out, but you can see rolling to the right, the ball is through a much better trajectory and much better velocity. You see right here, fakes handoff to Williams, comes out to his right, sets up, and right there fires a strike. Right on the money, good catch. Montgomery turns it up, first down. And you can just see the difference, though, in his ball flight. His ball's much tighter spiral, has a lot more zip when he goes to his right.
Browskill, the tackle for Sanger. Lopez in hot pursuit. Montgomery being utilized quite a bit here in the second quarter. Williams, he breaks it outside to the 5, down to the 4. Nice tackle by Browskill, number 4.
Cut by
Williams
Baracchio.
is trying to decide whether to cut it inside or break it to the outside.
Well, he had this little penetration. He made that first, got a real nifty move on the slide to the left, and then it looked like he had a chance to get it, but the Sanger defense has some speed of their own, and they were able to string it out and stop him from scoring.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Well, Sanger has
Brings up
done a good
2nd
job
down
tonight. Unfortunately,
And
been on
goal
the
from
field
the
too much.
3.
Special teams play has not been too good. 2nd down. Hildebrand powers his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hawks.
In for the touchdown.
You know, and that's what you do right there, the straight power ball. I thought Montgomery was going to get the ball for a dive. They've been working it all night long. It's been, at least in this series, it's been successful. Right there, Montgomery leads, and Hildebrand, I mean, the man tries to make a stop, but he already has a full head of steam. That's an easy touchdown.
The kick is up, and it is good.
Is good.
So the Golden Hawks lead it by the score of 9-0. Jacob McCann with the extra point.
Right here's just a straight power play on the goal line, and Hildebrand gets contacted about the 2-yard line, just runs over. It looks like 12 or 11. We really can't see the number right there, but he ran a man over for a touchdown. And that's all you can ask your back to do when the line has that surge into the end zone. Somebody steps up you to make a miss, or you run them over and you go to pay dirt.
Well, the Golden Hawks have run for over 2,000 yards this year and about 3,000 total. On defense, they've only allowed under 800 yards on the ground and about 1,800 through the air, or 2,614 yards. So obviously, they're much tougher to run against than the pass against. And also the fact that teams do not run effectively against them, they're going to go to the air more often.
And if you're a good offensive team, that's what you do. If somebody takes away my run, then I pass. And, you know, in that pass, eventually, like I said, if it's hitting enough, you'll back those linebackers up and they won't be so aggressive to the run.
Look at the run back by Alba. But it only gets to the 18-yard line on a fierce hit.
That's Brandon Wigton right there, and he just laid the smack down on that
Watch
play
out.
right there, man.
And Brandon Wigton in on the stop.
Maybe he liked to be in the XFL.
Maybe.
He's your nickelback for Centennial on defense. Wigton decided to get a look in. Now more. 1:16 to play in the first half. The Golden Hawks 9. The Apaches nothing. Wide right. Serta. Maestas hit a back on drop. He ran into almost the entire Centennial defensive line. A wall, a red wall. Tittlemeyer, 77.
And if you're going to spread the offense out with the receivers to get everybody spread out, the one running play you really don't want to call is a draw play because you're running right to where you do have some people. You want to go off tackle and make them move to find some air to run against.
Yeah, Bangmeyer, Tittlemeyer, Earl. The big guys up front for the Golden Hawks. 40 seconds to play. Hoffman rolling to his right. Lob been incomplete.
You know,
That was number 1, Alba.
that's another thing, you know, and I've even been involved in games when I was at UCLA when they did that. We have a minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes left, and instead of running a 2-minute offense, our first play is a draw play. Time runs off, and now you pass the ball. I don't understand the purpose of that either. That's what you want to do, just run the clock out and go in if they were down 9-0, or you try some kind of 2-minute drill, but you see it happening all the time now.
Now you're 3rd and 10. If you don't make it here, they may try to block the punt. Hoffman rolling to his right. Here comes the rush. Steps up, bobs it out there. Intercepted by number 18 for the Golden Hawks. Yes, indeed. And they're in business once again. Matt Muxlow, extra DB for Centennial, number 18.
But again, here you go. You see the quarterback rolling out to his right. As Hoffman goes, now he's going to come back. And right now, this man's not open. And again, the Golden Hawks defensive backs for the last couple series, there have been red jerseys on the white jerseys, and you just can't throw when you see that. And he tries it, and now there's 27 seconds left, and they have a chance to still put something on the board.
Garner setting up, throwing it deep, downfield, incomplete. Alexander double covered, along with number 3 for the Golden Hawks, Josh Payne. But nice flag, nonetheless. 20 seconds left, 9-0 Centennial here in the first half. The last pass, throwing the double coverage by Hoffman, and Williams was helping out for the Centennial Golden Hawks.
Yeah. You know, and I like that. You know, you get a turnover, you only have 55 yards. Try it and go downfield and see if you can get one. If you can if they get a big catch, you have field goal range, you might catch it and score.
Sometimes Centennial won't score for a couple of quarters, and then they'll score 3 touchdowns in about 6 minutes. Garner, 2nd and 10, gives the ball Hillebrand. Away from a couple of tacklers, gets up to the 49-yard line. As the clock continues to roll here in the first half. That might be the last play of the first 2 quarters. At the half, the Golden Hawks 9, Sanger nothing. You're watching a Prep Football Game of the Week on CNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31. We are Digital Cable 106.
The all-new X96.5, blazing today's hottest music. Now with Jamie and Danny in the morning.
Good morning, Bakersfield.
We're Bakersfield's new morning show.
Today's hottest music is on the all-new X96.5.
X96.5.
You'll have to excuse the Johnsons. They got a great deal on a car at Golden State Motors and can't seem to contain their excitement. They were treated to great customer care from low-pressure salespeople, making it much easier to take advantage of Golden State Motors' everyday low prices. For a deal so good you'll want to dance, come to Golden State Motors. We're driven to see you drive home happy.
Outscored halftime with Centennial Golden Hawks 9, the Sanger Apaches nothing, in this first round matchup in the CIO Central Section Yosemite Division small schools. A dominating performance for the Golden Hawks, and they pretty much have Sanger right where they want them.
Yeah, again, like you said, this is their second half team. They're going to come out and try to wear the smaller Sanger team down. Defensively, they're shutting down the run, but more importantly, the secondary is really attacking the ball. We've seen an interception, a couple passes knocked down, and that's what they need to do tonight.
Well, the Golden Hawks picked up a safety and then, of course, scored the touchdown with Darren Hildebrand.
Yeah, right. You know, the safety was a big play. They had 2 procedure penalties against the Apaches, and then they tried to do a fake to the left and then come back underneath, and Justin Seeley's and company were there for the safety.
in their own end zone. And Centennial's had the field position throughout this game. Their defense, I think, is beginning to wear down the offense of Sanger, and also the Centennial offense is wearing down Centennial's defense.
Well, I think Sanger's only chance in the second half to have a chance to win this ball game is to either spread the formation out, as we watched right there, the touchdown play of Hildebrandt running over the defensive back. But for them to have success and to try to have a chance to win this game, they're going to have to put the ball in the air or spread out by formation and make the Golden Hawks adjust and then find places to run the ball. But to just try to smash mouth the ball against the Golden Hawks, that's not going to happen. And the way the secondary is attacking the ball right now, it's going to could be in for a long night.
Mike Montgomery was utilized very well in that touchdown drive for Centennial, primarily as a runner, and then, of course, he caught one pass as a receiver. But he's a devastating blocker for the Golden Hawks. But he has been used very well tonight, I think, by Kevin Sneed on the Centennial staff.
Well, you know, Coach Sneed has always been used that dive back, and when he's at West High, and Montgomery tonight has done well. He's hit the hole hard. He's gotten 3 or 4 or 5 yards, and then he's an exceptional receiver out of the backfield when he comes out to the flats, as we saw him pick up a big first down and kept the drive going.
Okay, time for our final Disney question. The final Disney question. Be the first caller at 634-2294, 634-2294 to name the 7 dwarfs. Please name the 7 dwarfs. And please call us at 634-2294. The winners will be announced at next week's playoff game. And congratulations to Brianna Ramirez and Norma McKinney. They answered the question from last week. How tall is a Disney Christmas tree in Town Square? At 60 feet. Please pick up your Disney passes at Time Warner Cable, 3600 North Select Avenue in Bakersfield. 3600 North Select Avenue, Time Warner Cable. And thank you very much for participating in our Disney giveaway this year during our Prep Football Game of the Week. Name the 7 dwarfs. 634-2294. Centennial has been primarily a second-half team, not only this year but in seasons of past, and they had 9-0. Defense can really take off after Hoffman, the quarterback, for Sanger. And we talked about the fact we think that the Apaches should kind of string it out on offense, flood each side, and throw the ball, not necessarily deep, but throw some short passes.
Well, they've looked deep, and they've probably gone deep because of watching film. You probably say, well, we've seen people open against the Golden Hawks. But tonight, like I said, the Golden Hawk defensive backs are attacking the ball, which we haven't seen in the games we played. They're not so much the center area being very laid off. When the ball's in the air, they're going for it. They're attacking the man. We've seen a couple breakups like that and also interceptions. So that's what that defensive back is going to have to do that if this team's going to make a legitimate run to the CIF section title.
I think one of the problems for Sanger tonight is the fact they've started 2 or 3 drives inside the 20-yard line, so they haven't had a lot of field to work with. They have to do a better job on special teams. They kicked off after that safety, only had a 25-yard kickoff. Then, of course, you have the interception, but special teams are very important in football. If they have to punt, they have to punt the ball well. They have to cover their punts and really come up with a play, a big play, a turnover.
And anytime you're in a close game like this, a tough battle, field position is the ultimate decision maker, because if you have to go 80 yards and I only have to go 40 or 50 yards, eventually I'm going to overcome the short distances as opposed to you have to go 80 or 90 yards like you said.
Nick Lopez to kick off for
9-0 in favor of the Golden Hawks. As they receive a kickoff from number 60. Having Nick Lopez.
Kevin Savanakam on the return.
Savanakam on the return for the Golden Hawks. He takes it across the 20-yard line to the 24. As Kevin Sneed, the head coach for the Golden Hawks, hustles up the field. Golden Hawks looking to advance to the second round of the Assembly Division playoffs.
You know, and this is the Golden Hawk offensive line time right now. In games like this, when they're either slightly ahead or in this close battles, where there you start to really turn it up and crank it down on those defensive lines.
That's what we're going to do.
Darren Hildebrand.
Hildebrand, a ball carrier, at across the 30-yard line to about the 32. Hildebrand and Montgomery have done the bulk of the run for the Golden Hawks tonight. Williams has been used sparingly, but many times he comes on strong in the second half.
This coming
Yeah, and
February
usually
3rd,
he's the back that's the spark plug when the running game seems to be sputtering a little bit. He comes in and makes some big plays. But on his plays, the few plays he got in the ball tonight, he just had penetration, which is just the luck of the draw when you're playing the position.
Leave your name and number to Booster Cafe.
Or begins to make those long runs when the defense is fatigued. Hildebrand cuts inside, 35, 37, and driven back.
But he should be close to the first down with his forward momentum. But right there, you see he had a big hole again, and like this is really when the offensive line starts to shine. As in the second half, that first they just kind of take it to you.
They just kind of get warmed up. 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks.
Task is sponsoring a raffle for a custom handmade twin bed size Golden Hawk quilt. The quilt
There's a run by Hildebrand.
At a booth.
Tackled by 203 Apaches.
Tickets are $1 for the drawing.
They're on 35. Darren again at the right side, kind of picks his way across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Very effective running by the Centennial offense tonight.
You know, their running game really is one of efficiency. You know, it's just really simple. We're going to block, open holes, and run hard. I mean, there's nothing spectacular about the running game. They're not doing a lot of misdirection and things like that. They just come out at you and use their strength, and you have to give Coach Snead and staff a lot of credit for that.
They really don't try to fool you that much. Montgomery tries to get away from a couple of tacklers and thrown to the turf by number 7 for Sanger. That would be Jose Ortiz. Montgomery picking his way, 3rd and short for the Golden Hawks at their own, they'll call it 43-yard line, 3rd and 3. Picking 2 yards, 3 yards to crack. Using up that clock. They've had a lot of possession time tonight, the Centennial offense.
You know, but they usually do it in most of their games, you know, and that's what the thing is. You just don't have many opportunities, so when you do have them, you need to take advantage of them.
Hildebrand again, hit hard, and he may drive for the first down. Excellent push by Darren on the offensive line for the Golden Hawks. Move the chains.
You know, even though he's being hit hard in a couple plays, like on that play, he's being hit when he's already has his momentum going forward.
Yeah,
the penetration out there, as you can see, again, the linemen are firing out, and they're giving him some room to get going forward, so when he does have some contact, he uses his size to run you over.
Another first down for Centennial. Hildebrand to the outside. Tries to slice back inside, loses 1 or 2.
Stopped by Keno.
And late flag.
Houston over there for the Apaches. Flag on the defensive backfield of Sanger at the 45-yard line. Personal foul against Centennial. Interesting.
You know, and you start to see it coming, as we've seen in so many games that we've done in the last 2 years. When they start wearing you down, and here's a penalty. You know, a 15-yard penalty stops the whole momentum, and again, it takes away your biggest tool is your running game, because now you're in 2nd and 26, and you're forced to do some things that you don't typically do or practice a lot.
Well, it takes out the forward, that's for sure. It kind of gets you out of sync. 9:20 to play here in the 3rd. 9-0 Golden Hawks. And they have the ball thrown 32-yard line. Travis Garner, Alexander in motion. Play action. Here comes a pretty good rush. He gets away momentarily, runs out to the right 30-yard line, and moves to the 35, and dribbling out of bounds. The Apaches came up very well.
Yeah, the Apaches got a lot of pressure right there. But I think Garner made a good decision of not trying to throw the ball, rolling to his left, a little off balance. He tucked the ball. Right here, you're going to see he's going to try to set up. So he has to try to set up and go back across his body, but now he tucks it, and he does a good job putting up some positive yardage. And he makes it 3rd and 18, which is not a great down for as an offensive coordinator that you want to see, but it's better than being sacked and being 3rd and 30 or more. So
Mike Cano with a tackle for Sanger, 3rd and 15. 3rd and 16 for the Golden Hawks.
Or throwing an interception, what we've seen just happen to him, rolling to that left and trying to force the ball in there.
He has been sprinting out to his left or rolling to his left quite a bit tonight. And they almost threw off the wrong foot. 3rd and long for the Golden Hawks. Shovel pass to Rankin. He picks up about 7 yards up to the 49-yard line. That'll be 4th down for the Golden Hawks. John Elway type play.
And that's a good save play, the shoulder pass right here. Quarterback just goes back, does a regular 5-step drop, waits, dumps it off. If it's complete like it is right there, and picks up some positive yards. If it's not complete, it's an incomplete pass. So
have you ever seen that pass picked off in the game?
I've seen them knocked down, but I haven't seen one picked.
High punt by White, takes a Golden Hawks roll momentarily, now comes back. They're all down at the 22-yard line. So Sanger, as they have in most of the game, starting a drive inside their 20 or inside their 25.
We'd like to send a special word of
A little bit tough for them to
both the
move the ball throughout this ball game, but in fact, they started the game, I think, their own 45-yard line, then had a penalty.
Yeah, they had a drive going. The only thing that thwarted that drive was that personal foul. But right now, this offense for Sanger has to come out and they have to be attacked.
Versus Sanger, volleyball.
That's just a ball carry up to about the 25-yard line.
You know, I think that's also what suckers people into trying to run against Centennial. Every once in a while, you rip off an 8-yard run or a 9-yard run, and you start thinking, okay, we can run the ball. And it's just really not there. And then all of a sudden, you see right here, they go off tackle right there. He runs through a tackle, picks up 8 yards. But then all of a sudden, you might get 2 running plays in a row. You get 0. So,
you know, this is a playoff game, but the crowd does not have the same electricity as they had for a Stockton encounter against BHS. That flags are down the line of scrimmage. That will be a 25-yard line. 7:17 to play in the third. 9-0 Centennial over the Apaches. And another penalty against Sanger. Wow. A number of procedure and motion penalties.
And that's way too many. I mean, one is at this time of the year, one is really too many. Delayed games you might have because you're running them plays, but one or two at the most. But to have 3 or 4 procedure penalties, you know, that's you just can't do that. And they don't. And I don't believe they can do that and make it up against this defense.
Yeah, the Sanger offense has not given itself really a chance to do anything. Ball given to a running back, and he is smacked down in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Gold Hawks, Fangmeyer and company over there.
You know, and there's those versions of these wing T offenses, and that's what I was talking to you about that penetration. You get penetration, those plays are dead in the water. We saw it on the safety, and now we see it again. We have 2 players that might be banged up a little bit.
Kevin Porter, number 20, on one knee for the Golden Hawks. Of another Centennial player at the 25-yard line with his back on the turf. Coach Sunita's out there.
It looks like it's Seeley's.
One of their outstanding players. A 3-year player for the Golden Hawks. A 3-year starter.
And he's one, if not the best, one of the best middle linebackers that I believe we've seen this year. He's very aggressive, good against the pass, good quickness, and very strong against the run. Like I said, he spearheads this defensive ball club.
That'll be 3rd and 7 for Sanger and their own territory. If you'd like a copy of tonight's game, we're going to have a local program produced by Time Warner Cable. Give us a call at 322-1941, 322-1941. As the Centennial faithful looks on, a couple of Golden Hawks helping Seelig off the field. He's holding his right leg up. At this point, that definitely does not look good for the Golden Hawks.
It's not looking encouraging the way it's coming off. And right now, you know, you're coming in, you're replacing a 3-year player. You can't try to beat him. You have to just go out there and do the best you can and just play your play the way you play, and play hard.
Here's one of the Warriors. Hoffman play action. Sets up, throws it complete to Santos. First down for the Apaches.
Pass complete to Efren Santos.
Across the 30 to about the 34-yard line.
First down.
See, and that's what I believe that the Apaches have to get back to doing right here. He's going to just play action, takes a 7 steps back, hits the deep hook right there, right in the soft part of that zone.
Just a bit. Grosso, the ball carrier. cuts about the 35-yard line. Runs wide, gains about a half yard or a yard. Against that Centennial D. 6 minutes plus to play in a ball game. Here in the third, 9-0 Golden Hawks.
Picking up 2 yards on the play, stopped by Ellis.
Now the Apaches have not even been close to scoring tonight. I think they've been on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, but then they had a penalty to go against them and moved them back.
Now another penalty.
And right there you can hear Coach Snead telling them if they motion, look for him on the curl and get the pick. And as a secondary player, when you have a team that runs a lot of routes where they sit down in front of you, you can be a little more aggressive. You don't have to worry so much about the deep threat and really be aggressive and go for those interceptions.
Second and 8 for Singer. Hopping on to his right. Throws it on the sideline. Incomplete to Santos. No flag. Good coverage by number 28 for the Golden Hawks. Right, Billy Bright.
And that's great coverage right there. They're running routes in front, and we'll see in the screen. The ball's thrown. It's a good ball thrown out there because it'll only be caught by the receiver. Right there, you'll see Bright. He's right there with good coverage. He's being aggressive and he's breaking on the receiver. You got to understand the routes the receivers run. That's what you get tendencies, and the coaches tell you what they're running. You have to make the plays. You have to be aggressive and not have that fear of getting beat deep and jump on them.
Third and 8 for the Apaches. Play action. Hoffman's going to set up a screen. They have it covered. Looking downfield. He tries to run it, slips and falls at his own 25-yard line. Horacio going deep, as was Alva for the Apaches.
And there it is again. Here it is right here. He's going to roll. He's looking for Brasa, but he's covered up really good. He's actually has 2 men on top of him. And there, right there, he slips, and that's a good coverage sack.
Brings up a 4th down.
Brasa will punt from his own 10-yard line for the Apaches.
Borosio, the punter for Sanger.
Fumbles it. Boots it out. Chapman calling for the fair catch at his own 43-yard line. 5:14 will play in the third. Centennial 9, Sanger nothing. It was first round playoff game.
And once again, good field position. Basically about 55 yards into pay dirt.
Sanger can never move the ball out of their own field, out of their own side. And the Golden Hawks usually have the ball at their own 40, 45-yard line to start a drive. They're working on Jesse Seelich's right leg on the Centennial sideline.
Yeah,
right where we are.
And they have his ankle wrapped up with some ice. It looks like they're putting in an elevator right now.
Garner gets the ball to Hillebrand. Hit high and dropped after gaining 2 or 3 yards. And there's our number 52 again. Had a lot of tackles in the first half. That'd be Joey Lopez.
Make that 3, 2nd and 7.
And I think the Sinkers defense has done a marvelous job tonight.
For the amount of time they've been on the field against an offense that really uses their strength to wear you down, they have.
They're tough against the run.
But again, there's still quite a bit of time, and we've seen this. That fourth quarter is when it was to start to crumble.
Garner throws off to the right. Over the head, the intended receiver, Garrett White. Now, if he was Colby, he could have gone up and caught that ball.
And he'd have got laid out if he'd have caught it like that, too. Right there, you had the receiver ready very early, and that ball was late. That ball should have been gone a long time ago. It's really a quick route. You don't have to, you just get back and fire. Get rid of the ball, you pick up 5 easy yards.
Chapman wide right for the Golden Hawks at 3rd and 7 from the 45-yard line. Hillebrand in motion. Montgomery hit hard. Powers his way for the first down. Wow. To the Sanger 45-yard line. And Mike Montgomery has had a very good game for the Golden Hawks tonight.
Yeah, right here, you see his linemen, they're firing down the field. Then he runs hard right behind the line and picks up a first down.
Run up their backs.
You know, and I like to see Centennial really stick with in between the tackles. That's what, to me, they've had the greatest success against this team is just manhandling them up front and just in between the tackles.
Montgomery in motion. Hillebrand left side. And for about 2 or 3 yards to the 40-yard line.
But again, it's in between the tackles. I think when they've tried to go outside is when they've lost yardage or picked up maybe 1 or 2 yards, but they've had a lot of success just running straight up the middle. They picked up 5 yards right there.
2nd and 5.
Ortiz on the tackle for the Sanger Apaches. 7-3 this year. The Golden Hawks 6-4. Sanger from the Western Seminole League, and of course Centennial, the champions once again of the Southwestern Seminole League. Hillebrand left side to about the 38-yard line. Very simple, hard-nosed football played by the Golden Hawks tonight. Not a lot of trickery.
And the one thing, it may not be exciting football, but it's effective football. But the thing is, you get a lot of 3rd and shorts. When you have 3rd and short, you can bring play action into the play and hit out in the flats real quick to Montgomery, or hit them on a dive play, run, or you go at Montgomery. So, you have a lot of options when you have 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3.
Montgomery, Hillebrand the backfield behind Travis Garner. Pitch back to Hillebrand. Tries to cut, slips, but has dropped the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. We have a late hit on a Centennial lineman right there, right in front of official.
Man. Well, they picked the ball to Montgomery.
Right here, they're a little too close. They kind of banged.
Almost fumbled.
Does a good job getting rid of the ball on this time. This is one time where Hillebrand usually makes that cut move where he may have tried to just beat the guy to the corner if he just runs at an angle to the first down. But they called the personal foul on the
Apaches.
On the Apaches, but there was definitely a late hit by a Centennial player as well.
Face mask penalty.
Or face mask, I'm sorry.
First down.
But there was a late hit on the lineman right in front of the official that they got real lucky they didn't call it.
Well, it gives the Golden Hawks a first down. 2:35 playing a 3rd. They're at the 32-yard line in Sanger territory. Chapman in motion. Williams breaks the tackle in the backfield. Kind of slices his way to about the 27-yard line. Wow.
And right there you see Williams, see his strength, but you also see his quickness and the ability to make a guy miss, because right there, he's in the hole. You see him right here in the hole, he makes a guy miss, and then picks up some good yardage and tries to make another guy miss, but good pursuit from the man on the bottom right there to grab his feet so he can't continue to go.
Ortiz and company on the tackle for Sanger. Williams again, hitting the backfield, bounces off to the right. Out here swarmed by the Apaches. Definitely on the warpath.
And right there, the Apaches just brought everybody on that play. They were going on their warpath, as you call it, and they brought every guy they had on that one right there. They just stopped that play dead cold in its tracks.
1:20 to play here in the 3rd. 9-0 Golden Hawks. Trying to soar with Apaches 3rd and 8. Foot backs, play action. Garner setting up, fires it. Incomplete. What about a tough catch for Fangmeyer, number 12?
Incomplete.
Once again, Travis rolling to his left.
Pass makes it 4th down.
That'll be 4th down for the Golden Hawks.
And here he is, he goes to his left and try to get his feet set and throw it, and right there he just goes low. And again, like I said, that's really a right-handed quarterback to roll to his left is a tough throw, and you see the inconsistency of the balls. We've seen some high that way and now one low. It's just a very hard throw for a right-handed quarterback.
Fangmeyer taking the place of Jesse Seeley as a tight end for Centennial. Comes other way to number 3 for the Golden Hawks. Great tackle by Brasio Sanger.
Tony Brasio.
Josh Payne on the end around, but Brasio making an outstanding play for the Apaches, and they will take over.
Right here they have the reverse set up, and they have a lineman out. You have your little convoy man out there, but you just can't get to him. And Russ does a good job of going in and just making like a cut block and taking them down for the tackle.
Well, they have not given the ball to number 4 that much. Sanger. He does it right now in the reverse. He runs to the Golden Hawks.
They just do not have the time to run those plays against this defense because they're going to penetrate, stop it up, and then make tackles in the backfield.
You got to throw the ball against the Golden Hawks, at least short stuff.
I think you do, and I think you said it right. I don't think it has to be 20 yards down the field. I think if you are going to go 20 yards, you need to go across the middle on those post routes, not just running down and stopping. But I think against them, they do play off, they play soft. They're going to give you that 5-6 yard route.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Hoffman rolling to his left, looking downfield, sets up, fires it out to Santos. Hit! Probably a penalty against the Golden Hawks as the pass falls incomplete. A little extracurricular activity in the Sanker offensive backfield. 9-0 Golden Hawks, 13 seconds left here in the third.
So just right here, they ran an out and up, and the ball was thrown a little late, and you see it a little wobbly. Because he had to stop and wait to come back for the ball. But I'll tell you this, that ball thrown target would have been a big pass play. But right there, that pass interference is not a bad play. You know what I mean? You get the 15 yards in the first down, but you didn't give up the touchdown because we've seen it happen where a guy goes up, one guy falls, he catches, and he runs off and he scores. So and that's not really that bad of a play.
Alaska's hit hard at the line of scrimmage. That Fengmine, number 12, doing his stuff on D, along with Tittlemeyer, 77.
You know, we'll say on an out and up.
After 3, the Golden Hawks 9, the Apaches nothing. On the Prep Football Game of the Week on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Cable 106.
Check out the savings. Check out the selection. At Golden State Motors, we haven't reached our goal until you drive away with the deal of the millennium.
From Golden State Motors, the #1 used car dealer with over 100 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection in Kern County. Domestic and foreign cars, trucks, and SUVs with new arrivals daily.
We'll slam the competition.
Corner of Golden State and M, Golden State Motors. The all-new X96.5, blazing today's hottest music. Now with Jamie and Danny in the morning.
Good morning, Bakersfield.
We're Bakersfield's new morning show.
Today's hottest music is on the all-new X96.5.
X96.5.
We begin the fourth quarter. We'll pass to Santos of Sanker to the 20-yard line out of bounds. After Ryan Santos, Hoffman had time for the Apaches on the first play of the fourth quarter, and Sanker's in business.
And they went right to where we just talked about, the middle of the field. I think that's where you attack them, or short. And we haven't seen that since that one series where they didn't move the ball and they tried to run the ball. I mean, I know people like to establish the run, and that's what a lot of philosophies are, but sometimes you have to bend this philosophy and do what it takes to win a ball game.
On the playoffs, you have to win, otherwise you go home. Oscar's on the left side. He's going to go for the touchdown for the Apaches. Back-to-back plays, which covered about 60 yards. All of a sudden, we have a brand new ball game.
It's 9-6 now. And kick the extra point, it'll be 9-7, but Golden Hawks had excellent field position, and this is one of the few times we can say that they take advantage of their opportunities to really put this game away. And now they're in for a dogfight.
That was a 20-yard run by Moskos after a brilliant catch and run by Santos. Kick no good.
No good.
That is a big miss. I don't think they took their time. Sanker would have been 9-7. Now they're within 3. But it seemed like a line up very, very quickly. And with kick and miss it, he shanked it. Wide left. Big miss.
Yeah. You know, we talked about you want to run the ball, you complete a couple passes, big plays, or you get that threat. That threat backs players out. That backs those linebackers out. Linebackers will start to retreat a little bit to try to help out to get underneath. And right there, you just see Kobe Vance missing the tackle, and Nobody else is close enough or has the speed to walk him down as he's in the end zone.
That's the longest run of the ball game for either team, 20 yards.
Well, Hildebrand had one called back, but other than that, that was the longest one. And again, you know, that linebacker, I think that's also a play you don't see with Justy Seeley's in. He really does a good job of shutting that down. So, you know, you got to give them credit for taking advantage of it. They opened up, which I think you have to do is open up with the pass. You don't have to go touchdowns, but you complete passes, you back defenses up, especially run defenses. They want to help out.
Well, you've seen the fact that Santos has been able to get open for the Singer Apaches tonight, number 18. And that was the longest play of the game. His reception and the run. He ran another 20 yards.
You know, but he was open in the middle of the field, and I think that's just where, if you have a good front seven against the run, that means your linebackers are really not getting back to the depth to cover.
Remember how quiet the crowd was for a long time? Now they picked up the pace. The Centennial crowd in front of us. The cheerleaders and the people. Being very quiet for a playoff game. It's returned by number 32, Kevin Sawanakan. Caught a shuttle pass from quarterback Travis Garner on the last series, but 9-6 ball game here in the fourth. 11-18 to play. Here comes Travis Garner on the Centennial offense.
You said the fans kind of picked it up. Well, I think they're they're used to it. We're 9-0, and we usually dominate in the second half. And right now, this offense has to come out and just take the bull by the horns and just run and just pound this ball on him.
Williams in motion. And the ball comes to Montgomery, hitting the backfield and dropped. It's our buddy had a good game early. It'll be Jacob Houston, number 3, wrapped him up, threw him down.
Well, and the one thing the offense do, a couple first downs or two will take away this momentum surge that the Apaches have just received. You know, if you can get a couple first downs, your team settles down, and their momentum is kind of depleted.
You know what would really take with them momentum? About a 74-yard touchdown play. 2nd and 9 for the Golden Hawks. Williams in motion. Garner rolling to his left. Lost it. Complete to Fangmeyer. Hit out of bounds. 3rd down short for the Golden Hawks. Number 7 on the tackle. That'll be Jose Ortiz for the Apaches.
You know, that's one of the few times he rolls to the left that he's had a short target. But even here, see the rolls to the left, see how the ball floats on him. You know, like when he rolled to the right to the Montgomery, he had a lot more zip when he threw it.
Third and long 5 for the Golden Hawks. I think they will call timeout. 10:33 to play in the ball game. And 9-6 in favor of Centennial.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about the fact that they have generally been a second half team this year. Centennial's had the advantage as far as field position throughout this ball game. But finally, Sanger broke through and had a couple of big plays to get back on the board.
But
when you're only down by 9 points, you get one touchdown and you're right there.
But they did it though with their passing game. Open up, they got a pass interference call, and they came up with another big pass play. But you could tell that they weren't going to just try to pound the ball anymore. They were, you know, we're going to abandon that. Move the ball in the air. I think this is a good timeout by Centennial. Some of your players down. You also kind of take a break in the pattern of the game that's changed significantly since that touchdown.
I don't think that the Singer running backs wanted to run up the middle too much anymore because they were getting pounded before that long run by Moskowitz, which was set up by the long pass play.
But like I said, they were getting pounded because the linebackers had no fear of the pass.
Okay, 3rd and long 5. Garner rolling to his right. Looks downfield, the pass complete. Close to the first down. It depends on where they spot it. Out about the 35-yard line. They're calling it a first down. Payne with a nice reception.
But not a nice reception, but you see what a better ball was thrown from Garner going to his right. That ball had a lot of touch on it. He didn't have to zip it. Here's the touch pass right here. It's going to be right over the defensive back. And right here we're going to see Payne do a good job of stretching out, know where that first down marker is, and he leans out and gets it. Great pass and catch.
Kettle for the tackle for the Apaches. Myra coming hit hard after about a gain of 1 yard.
Mike Montgomery.
Whoa.
Stopped by Victor Becerra.
Victor Becerra, number 6. Well, a smackdown for Sanger.
Yeah, Becerra really came in and filled the gap right there on Montgomery, and shut them down for only about a 2-yard gain. See right there, Cheryl filling in the hole, and that's what we're supposed to do, and did a good job.
2nd and 8 for the Golden Hawks at their own 36-yard line. Montgomery Williams with the ball. Look for the block from Mike Montgomery. Texas time. Looks like a face mask against the Apaches.
And that's the 15-yard variety right there.
Turned around at the 40-yard line.
And that won't be the 5-yarder either, I can tell you that.
That's the second one this half. This one more flagrant than the other.
Right here, you see, this is one of the first times, again, he makes a guy miss, avoids disaster. And this is one of the first times he really had a chance to make something happen, had some room. And vicious face mask right there. He might be going to see the chiropractor tomorrow.
A big penalty against the Sanger Apaches. And now the Golden Hawks in Sanger territory at the 44-yard line. Looking to drive this all the way for a score. 9:20 to play in a ball game. 9-6 Golden Hawks. Williams hit. Stays on his feet. Finally dragged down by a slew of Sanger High football players.
I mean, he just has that knack to make that first guy miss him. It seems like almost instinctively that first guy almost never gets a good shot. Either doesn't, if he misses, he barely holds on, or if the other guys don't come in, he's going to break through that tackle.
Alvarez leading the charge for Sanger. Called 2nd and 8 for the Golden Hawks at the Sanger 43-yard line. Letting that clock churn and churn and churn. Of course, you like to have better than a 3-point lead when you let it roll. Montgomery in motion. Garner, play action. Looking downfield. The pass intercepted by number 1, Alva, for the Apaches. It was intended for a C-leash. A little bit underthrown, but a great pick by Alva. And Sanger back in business.
Here we go. Right here, he's rolling right. He has a man open. And right, he just underthrows the ball on that one. He has the man open. That's the play we've seen Steelers early in the year against East score a couple touchdowns. He just throw that one out there and give it to his man. That was just an underthrown ball. I mean, it's not much to it. He had a man open. He had time. Just an underthrown ball by Garner.
Apache with the ball thrown on 17-yard line. Left side, Miles just hit hard, but drives across the 20-yard line. Santos was going deep on that play, number 18 for the Apaches. A man that the Golden Hawks have to be aware of. He's only 5'4", but he can get open.
Yeah, he runs very nice routes. Matter of fact, like I said, when I was watching the warm-up, all these receivers ran good routes, and the ball was pretty much thrown on time. But I think, again, the place to go is in the middle of the field.
Miles just up to about the 25-yard line. Now, I haven't mentioned the first name of the quarterback. It is Dustin. His name is Dustin Hoffman.
Like the actor.
Slightly younger. Slightly.
Slightly, huh?
At 7:30 to play in a ball game. The Golden Hawks have 9. The Apaches have 6. At a very key third down situation for Sanger. 3rd and 5. Hoffman, play action, sets up, fires it, and complete. Oh, almost picked off. That ball was tapped around. Nobody came up with it. It'll be 4th down for Sanger.
Bright has played a very good game from that cornerback position. Right now, this is the second time that he's come up and broken one up with just running through the receiver right there. He runs through, knocks his hand in, and almost ends up being an interception. But Bright has done a very good job of being right there on the receivers. He's, and been aggressive, and that's what you have to do in that corner position.
Billy Bright covering Santos. Kick by Barasio. Comes to Alexander as he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Golden Hawks will have very good field position with 7:10 to play in a ball game. They lead by 3 over Sanger. Excellent defensive struggle tonight from Centennial High School. First round, the Assembly Division Small Schools Playoff Central Section. The winner goes on. The loser
goes home.
Adios. Now Sealish travels to this side.
And it's on, this one's on Centennial.
Not lining up properly, right?
Yeah. Nick Seeley went out to the receiver spot and just got too deep. Went across the line, scrimmage when he set up.
Offside penalty against Centennial.
Well, that shouldn't happen in your 11th game of the year.
No, but you have to understand, too, that see where he's going. He's usually in tight as a tight end. He's going to allow the receiver, and he doesn't do that often, so, you know, you have to be very careful when he does.
Hildebrand tries to pick his way for some yards up to about the 40-yard line. It'll be second down for the Golden Hawks, second and 12, second and 11. So they pick up about 4 yards across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, but I like what they did with that. You put 2 receivers out. Again, you make a defense decide what they're going to do. If they move enough people out, you have room to run. If they don't, you have room to pass.
Yes, normally the Seeley brothers are tight ends on each side for the Golden Hawks. Justin went out early in this half. Hildebrand to the outside. They string him out. Hit him and drop him for about 2 or 3 yard loss.
Stopped by Joey Lopez.
Joey Lopez, 52 once again for the Apaches.
Again, running to the sidelines, you'll see right here. Hildebrand's trying to get out to the sideline, but you're running to the strength of this defense. Yeah. It's not their physical power, it's their quickness and their speed. And when you go sideline to sideline, they're going to eat you up like that. The big plays have come and the strong plays have come up the middle in between the tight ends.
Lopez is 5'9", 190. He has been a stalwart on D for Sanger. 3rd and long. Donner throws it complete to Alexander, shy of the first down.
That's complete to Ryan.
We're shy about 4 or 5 yards. It'll be punting time for the Golden Hawks. And the Apaches will get the ball back.
Right there, he's going to run it out, and again, a good ball thrown out there. You know, a lot of people say, well, you should, 3rd down, you should run the ball, you should run the route beyond the first down marker. But I tell you, if you try to throw it out that deep, you'll be getting intercepted, and it'll be 12-9 if you do that.
Horacio on the tackle for Sanger. White boots it. It'll be down inside the 20-yard line to the 16. Apaches will take over there. 5:14 to play in a ball game. 9-6 Golden Hawks.
You know, and right there, you know.
We don't have a lot of possessions left in this game.
There's not. And right now, you want your defense. If they can come in, go 3 and out again like they did last time, get the ball back, and then do what you do best. Go in between the tackles and just power this game out and put it on your offensive line and say, hey, fellas, we need it right now. This is the drive we need to keep our season alive, and let them do it.
Santos wide right for the Apaches. Go back behind Dustin Hoffman. Rolling to his right, play action, looking for Santos. He's open momentarily. He's got the ball. First down for the Apaches at their own 49-yard line.
Now, I will say this. If he's going to run it out and them take that long, and again, Bright's right there, the defensive line and the linebacker, they have to get some pressure on the quarterback right here. I mean, he can run it out and up and just set up and just toss it.
Yeah, plenty of time.
And that's really not the defensive back. I mean, he needs to be there on the cover. He's right there, just didn't turn around and make the play. It looked like it's kind of incomplete right there on that replay. Yeah. But
don't look like he had it that long.
They have to get some pressure if they're going to do that. There has to be some pressure.
Here comes the penalty flag. Is it motion or legal procedure against Sanger? Yes, it is. And they have been guilty of that numerous times throughout this ball game. They take the 5 yards back to their own 44-yard line at 4:48 to play. Clock is ticking. 9-6.
I really hope Bright doesn't lose his confidence off that one play, because he has done a good job of playing real tight and playing aggressive. You know, right there, he needs some help. They have to get some pressure on the quarterback.
Maiskus across midfield to about the 47-yard line in Centennial territory.
Billy Bright in on the stop.
Billy Bright making the stop for the Golden Hawks.
Right there, you just see the linebackers aren't even in the picture. They're spread out, and they can't make a play.
And David Kavanaugh on attack for the Golden Hawks. Maiskus is a guy who had that 20-yard run for a touchdown for Sanger after a long pass play to Santos for Sanger's only touchdown. Rolling out right, Hoffman looks for Santos. A pass is complete. Out pattern. Bright on the coverage. First down for the Apaches of Sanger, and they're on the move.
Complete to Efren Santos. Good
35-yard line. Santos, a difficult guy to cover one-on-one.
And but really, Bright's there again. This is just a low thrown ball. It's only where the receiver can get it. And look, I mean, Santos made two good catches on balls that were in the ground. I mean, let's give Santos some credit. I mean, it's not that he's just beating Bright badly. Bright's right there. Bright knocked some balls away. He's just throwing the ball where only the receiver can get it, and he's catching it.
Yeah, he's 5'4". He's built low to the ground. He just has to go down a little bit and keeps his body away from the defender, and the pass is right there. He runs very good patterns, too.
Yeah, I mean,
like you said. Some guys know how to get open.
And anytime you see a team that can pass the ball well or making completions, they're doing some things right.
Play action. Hopping on to his right, he'll be sacked. They thought he might have an open, have three receivers going deep. Brasco, one of them. It doesn't lose much, but a 3rd down and 11 for Sanger. 2:50 to play in a ball game.
And that right there is a coverage sack right here. Good coverage. He tries to come up and get the ball back to the line of scrimmage, and right there he's sacked.
Like you and I would agree, he doesn't really have to throw it deep to the end zone. Let's throw 10-yard passes. You still have plenty of time. 2:41 on the clock to throw your 8 10-yard passes, get out of bounds. You have enough time. You don't want a pressure situation.
And I don't know what their field goal situation looks like, but by the judge of that PAT, I wouldn't be counting on it.
They're in 2-play too.
Yeah, so I would say that right now you have 2 plays to get a first down. Run a 5-yard out or something like that, or 7 yards down the field and get a completion like you said in front of him. So
As Coach Neat talked to his team, very animated. Got to be a 52-yard field goal if they were to kick it from where they are right now.
Well, I mean, even if you threw the ball 8 yards, you would get yourself 8 yards and still be 40-something yards, and you have to have a serious kicker to do that.
Sanger has to look at it. We've got 2 plays to make 11 yards.
And that's how I would attack it. I would not necessarily figure I had to throw the ball 12 yards down from the first.
Yeah, plenty of time.
But that would definitely be my first look in my sequence for my quarterback. His first look would be to the first down, and then he would progress down to the next open man and just complete a pass.
Rosso in motion for the Apaches. Hopping rolling towards right. Sets up. Heavy pressure. Throws it off. They're incomplete. Tittlemeyer with a hit on the quarterback. And double coverage on Santos, incomplete, 4th down.
But that's what Tittlemeyer and the rest of the offensive line are going to have to do. If they're going to take that much time, they have to be in this man, in Hoffman's face. They cannot allow him just to sit back and loft balls and hit people on target. But right there, 3rd and 11, I don't like that play call going way down like that. I think you look for somebody, and as soon as you see the 2 jerseys, you go away. And I don't think he's done a good job, Hoffman, of doing that when he's seen the color of going off that man. I think what he does is, I'm going to this guy, and I stay with him, whether he's open or not, I'm going to throw it.
Almost virtually all their passes have gone to Santos in the game. Well, they've been complete or incomplete. They look for him exclusively. And really not anybody else. 4th and 11. 2:36 to play in a ball game. 9-6 Golden Hawks. 3-point lead over the Apaches.
And this is a big play right here for the Golden Hawks. And I think one of the things the Golden Hawks have done good in terms of secondary, although they gave up a couple plays, and which is, to me, they've done really good. They've been right there on a lot of plays. They've mixed their coverages between zones and mans. I think that's given them a chance to really have a lot of success.
Santos, one of the receivers, line wide right. Hoffman to throw. Here comes the pressure. And he will go down, fumble the ball. It'll be Centennial's ball regardless. Tittlemeyer, Fingmeyer applying the pressure to Hoffman. Along with Morales.
Now, they're going to get credit for the sack, but you better give some credit to that secondary, because the secondary locked down the receivers. Santos' primary target was taken out by Bright, and right there, that gave the linemen a chance that you're going to see them continue to come through. And this is what they had to do. They had to have a play, and they couldn't give them time. And right there, Fingmeyer throws them down and knocks the ball loose, and it's recovered, and it's Golden Hawks ball. And now I just want to just run them out, run this clock out, and go home with your victory and prepare for next week.
This has been a lower scoring game than I thought it would be coming in. Hillebrand on the left side, powers his way for the first down. Moore, midfield 50-yard line. Move the chains.
Move the chains.
Yes.
But you see where they went back to running the ball in between the tackles. There's no need to try to do something that you can't do. You're not going to run sideline to sideline against this team. This team, is, in terms of their quickness on defense, they are fast. They're not big, but they are fast, and they can run with you from sideline to sideline.
Timeout, Sanger.
Well, Lopez and Houston on the Sanger Apache's defense. Guys with a lot of speed. A 9-6 ball game. Kind of reminds me of a high-scoring baseball game. 2:15 to play, and 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Kevin Centennial on with Riley Roberts, David Pittsworth, Richard Perot, Brian Smith, Mike Lewis, Rice. And the Golden Hawks will be, if they win, 7-4 this year. And Sanger would end their season with a record of 7-4.
You know, like you said earlier, you're talking about a 6-4 team that lost three games to 3 legitimate CIF section teams who have a chance anyway to win a title. So I mean, you can't hang your head about that.
Payne wide right for the Golden Hawks, 1st and 10, midfield. That was Garner. Hillebrand, left side. Breaks loose momentarily. 15 yards and more. He almost broke it all the way. Darren Hillebrand.
Hildebrand picking up another first down.
Picks up 10 yards, followed by a run of 22 yards. Number 24.
And that's what I thought we would see more of in the second half, them going behind the tackles and just letting the big offensive line just wear these people down and the tough running from your running backs. But that's not what we saw. They tried to do little different types of plays going out. Some penalties also cost them to change their strategy.
That's the longest run of the game for the Golden Hawks. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line in Sanger territory. Alexander in motion. Darren again, breaking tackles to about the 20-yard line.
Darren Hildebrand, the ball carrier once again.
A gain of 5 or 6 yards. So he has a nice flow going here late in the ball game. They could just run off the clock.
Hildebrand finally brought down by Tony.
and that once they got that big first down, that was it. But again, this game, you got to give a credit to their defense, and I know their secondary has taken a lot of, you know, they've taken a lot, but they've stepped up tonight when they've had to, and they've made some great plays, and I felt that they have been the key to tonight's game because they were able to really keep the passing game from eliminating them out of the playoffs.
Right in motion, Darren the ball carrier once again, inside the 15-yard line. That was a great push from the offensive line. We're under a minute to play. 9-6 Golden Hawks and another first down.
Another first down.
Earl Bigley, Donald Madden Tillmeyer up front for Centennial. Did a great job all game long. And the clock now will run again. 1st and 10, they will probably put a knee down. Travis Garner. And move to the second round of the semi-division playoffs with a hard-fought 9-6 victory.
Well, it was a tough scrimmage for them earlier in the year, and then it comes to show us a tough victory for them in the end of the year, as Sanger's going to go home and cap it into a good season for them, and Centennial's going to move on for the next opponent and try to win the small school CIF section title.
Well, Sanger played a very good football game tonight. The guys came out here and played the hearts out, especially defensively. That'll do it. 9-6 the final score in favor of the Centennial Golden Hawks over the Sanger High Apaches. Both teams now 7-4, but Centennial moves on. Sanger goes home.
And that's the story right now tonight. I'm telling you, the story is the secondary for the Centennial Golden Hawks really came in, and they played the game they had to play. They showed some improvement of covering players and being on players and being aggressive. And I think that's what they had to do all year. They just haven't been aggressive when they faced teams in the passing game. And the offense, you know, it wasn't spectacular tonight, but they didn't turn the ball over, and the defense grinded the game out, and they ended up going on with a victory.
Well, the Golden Hawks scored on a safety. Then, of course, a touchdown by Darren Hildebrand in the first half, so they didn't score a point in the final 2 quarters. And then, of course, back-to-back big plays by Sanger accounted for their 6 points on a pass play to Santos and the run, and then the 20-yard touchdown run by Mascus, and that was it.
And that pretty much was it for them. And again, even those plays that, you know, they were just weren't enough plays like that throughout the game because of the defense and the secondary, how they played tonight.
It definitely was a defensive struggle, and a great effort by Mike Montgomery tonight for Centennial. He was utilized quite a bit, not only as a go-stealing blocker, but as a running back, and also made a nice catch earlier in the ball game.
Yeah, and offensively, they didn't have their traditional blow you out in the second half, but you know they did what they had to do with the playoff time. And right now, you just want to be like Al Davis and just win, baby. That's it.
All right, the final score again: the Centennial Golden Hawks 9, the St. Apache 6. For Brian Adams, I'm Mark Hefner, and you've been watching the Prep Football Game of the Week right here on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31. We are Digital Cable 106.
It's pretty simple, really. You want to advertise your business on TV? Call Time Warner Cable. We'll put you on some of the most popular shows on your favorite cable networks.
We could put your business on ESPN. It's the ultimate sports network.
We'll get you seen and heard on CNN, the stage for some of the most interesting people around.
Use Telemundo and Galavision to reach out to the fastest growing segment of our community.
When you call Time Warner Cable, we'll map out a strategy, custom built for your business. We'll produce a commercial for you, and then deliver your message on some of the most popular shows on TV. Think of Time Warner as your own personal advertising department. We make it easy to advertise on the cable networks, and we do it affordably. Call Time Warner now, and we'll send you free information on how simple it is to get your business on the cable network. Time Warner Cable. It's the best way to get on television.
wasn't a blatant pass
Wasn't a lot
interference.
flagrant.
No, but it was good enough to get the call.
They had to go around with DB to try to make that reception, but nevertheless, BHS inside the 10-yard line with a first down, 32 seconds left in the first half, up by 14, looking for more. Be interesting to see what they go for eventually. They go for the field goal or the touchdown. But they have so many weapons that it's very difficult for the Golden Hawks to cover them, as it has been for everybody who's played BHS this year.
I mean,
Who do you double on their team?
Well, you can't double, and that's the luxury that Coach Hudson has on his offense. It's going to take a well-balanced team like Buchanan to give them a real opposition locally where they can take some things away. Buchanan is kind of a mirror image of the Drillers in terms of they have a lot of weapons, and they're a very solid defensive ball club.
A lot of speed.
Yeah, and so.
But do you single cover? Do you man-to-man or zone? What do you think's more effective?
Well, you're going to have to do a combination of different things. You're going to
switch it off.
You have to switch it off. One time you're in a man look and you play zone. You're in a zone look, you play man. You come over the top. You can roll people over the top where it's not an obvious over the top. You can bait them into throwing the ball. There's a lot of things you can do. It's just they don't have the practice time you would have in the college or a pro level.
BHS scouts, so the single running back behind Guerrero. Mack in motion. Guerrero look to the right sidelines. Has a man open. Touchdown BHS. That is Cooper. Leaping catch.
Yeah, and right there, Cooper just makes an excellent play right there. That's just the athlete.
Athletes, man, I tell you.
And right there, those are just athletes bailing out some situations that really weren't operated.
Well, you got
good,
Mackey in motion. You got to watch him. Stanton can get the ball. Cooper slides around there, throw the ball up.
But it's all based off of Mackey. Mackey makes the motion. He slants in hard. The corner freezes to see what's going to happen. The ball comes out, and he's just a tad bit late to get to the outside.
And they're able to
play
get a
of
lot of
Cooper.
one-on-one matchups too, and BHS definitely has the advantage there. They're able to, the best athletes get those one-on-one situations. The ball's up and it's good. It wasn't pretty but successful by Eric Barthelmes of BHS. 28-7 Drillers, 2:06 on the clock here in the second quarter. Guerrero has a couple of TD passes and a touchdown run.
And another big long run. And here it is. Guerrero's going to take 3 steps and just throws it out there, puts it out. And right there, the corner just runs flat. He had a chance to make that play. He was in position, but we couldn't see it. But when it happened, he froze a little bit when Mackey went in motion and went inside. That's when he froze and gave that little bit of time to get the ball out there. But again, when you have athletes, they can bail you out of so many different times that maybe it's covered and it doesn't look like it's the best play in the world, and it turns up being a touchdown. So when you have those kind of athletes, you really have a luxury as an offensive coordinator to call some things and lay more on the line, knowing that if you don't maybe call the best play in the world, they're going to pull it off and make the play.
Anthony Guerrero, 3 touchdown passes and 1 running tonight. That's a heck of a game.
You know, and he's just really controlling the game, which is a big difference from the game we saw him do last year against Centennial.
Oh, wait, you know, one of his first starts was against Concord de La Salle, and they were rushing him all over the field, but he hung him there. Played very well in the second half in that game. The ball comes to number 41, Joe Cooper of Centennial. Going to the outside, breaks 1 tackle, and slips down. Brandon Reynolds didn't like it. He wanted to corral him, and he slipped him, but he did slow him up somewhat. So a 21-point lead for the BHS Drillers. 20-7 over Centennial. Remember, the Golden Hawks were shot last week at home, so they're going to have a long road to climb in the second half.
Yeah, this is the defense that you want to try to climb it against.
That's right. Number 1 defensive team coming in. I've been impressed by all the weapons that BHS has.
Well, I've been impressed with more is how they're using Mackey to open up everybody else, realizing that you have a great player.
Hildebrandt with an opening across the 35 to the 40. And Rangel, number 7, Jonathan Dover, converging on the tackle. One of Centennial's longer runs tonight, but it comes with 10 seconds on the clock in the first half.
Yeah.
Air it out.
And this is a big difference between last week, the BHS team I saw offensively, and this team this week. Last week, they only scored 13 points. 7 points came off a kickoff return. So they're definitely opened up, but they're using Mackey to everybody's advantage.
Going to throw left. Long to Alexander. He's covered very well, and it's incomplete. Benner's coming over. Coverage by Josh Shirley. That'll do it for the first half. The BHS Drillers 28. The Centennial Holdgocks 7. Prep football game of the week right here on CNNSI. Time Warner Cable, Channel 31. Digital cable 106.
The next time you see one of these, think of the over 500,000 children with orthopedic or severe burn problems helped at one of the Shriners Hospitals for Children. Hospitals that provide some of the best medical care in the world, totally without charge. Now think of a child you know that the Shriners might be able to help. To refer that child or for information, call this toll-free number. There's a Shriners Hospital helping kids from this area.
Change my online service. They're all the same.
This is better.
Prove it.
How would you like to try Roadrunner high-speed online side by side with your current online service?
Dude, let's do it.
See how fast Roadrunner delivers sports and music with just a click of a button. You have 30 days to decide if Roadrunner is for you. If not, you haven't risked a thing.
No risk is good.
Call now and ask how you can get Roadrunner installed for as low as $49.95.